Welcome to this edition of the XBA. We are unveiling the trade results and we are going to dive right into this thing. The biggest trade on the block was for James Harden, and this is the package that El Paso will receive. They're going to get Kendrick Nunn, Anton Seeger, John Michael Remick, 2 unprotected first-round picks, and a second-round pick. That's a big haul for a rental. James Harden has pretty much made up his mind that he wants out of El Paso. It kind of hurt his trade value. But they're getting Seeger and Remick, who are some prospects that they can build around. Kendrick Nunn, a guard that can slide in and get good minutes right away. D'Angelo Russell is going to fetch a first-round unprotected, second-rounder, Dylan Windler, Maddox Denham, and Perry Jackson. And Perry Jackson and Denham haven't gotten a ton of playing time in Houston. They're going to get more in SoCal, and SoCal desperately needed to rebuild their bench as well. The Fly Guys are going to receive Trendon Watford for that package of Shamet, Kennard, and Jordan. Shamet, Kennard are set to become free agents. Trendon Watford set to become a free agent. DeAndre Jordan's 35 years old. He's on the downswing. Watford's on the upswing. So that's what we're looking at there. Let us know what you think of the offers. The only trades to not pass the 60% threshold was Devontae Graham for Hilliard. And then this one, the New York Neon first-round pick, barely lost out by 1 vote for the Vancouver Vortex in that first-round selection. Some of you guys didn't like that one. The only 2 that did not pass. Let us know what you think here. We're going to dive right into this thing, and we got a very convenient matchup here right after the trade deadline. Look who it is. Oh my goodness. It's the 2 new guys in different jerseys. So 3 days after the deadline, Wisconsin versus Houston was on the board. Houston is under 500, but they're hoping that the Russell acquisition will be enough to boost them into the lower part of that Western Conference. And then Wisconsin, they're making a push for the number 1 seed. I mean, they're up there. They're in the top 5 in the Eastern Conference. They feel like James Harden might be the guy that puts them over the top, and he's going to score there with a 3. So this will be Harden's second game with Wisconsin. First game, they came back to beat California. They outscored the Dragons 42-18 in the fourth quarter to get the win. D'Angelo Russell is scoring a lot of points, and here's Will Carr. Nice steal there, and he's just going to take it the distance here. It's a close game right now, 19-18. Will Carr is going to float it over Al Horford. He had 11 points in their last game, and CJ McCollum is now relegated to that 6-man role. He's in the downswing of his career. He's an 84 overall. There's Lonzo picking it up, and he's going to knock down a 3-pointer. It's 47-45, and it's James Harden going to slam it down. Colin Sexton will score, making it 49-47. Embiid gets the foul against Eklund. So a good matchup for Wisconsin inside, and then Russell before they ended the half. And D'Angelo Russell is having himself a game here in Houston. This will be Russell's first game in a Houston Lawmen uniform, and he is liking it. He's enjoying this right now. 20 points in the first half. Both teams over 50% from the field. But Harden's going to miss there. I like this. I mean, Harden and Embiid is a pretty nasty duo. Going to be tough out in the Eastern Conference, and you see there, Harden to Embiid. I don't think there's a better combo in the XBA right now. It's for the Bandits. The Bandits have the best combo, and my controller batteries are low. Good thing we fixed that. Smilajic finds Jamison Kendrick. That's our first time we've seen Jamison Kendrick in a Wisconsin uniform. The rookie was injured in the first game for Wisconsin. Harden's going to just pick that one off. Easy steal there. Flings it into Boucher. It'll be 82-76. Russell scoring. And Houston's down 4. We're going to go down 2 with the Sexton layup. TJ Giffey going to miss. Embiid's going to clean it up and score. TJ Giffey's been really good for Wisconsin. You have to give him some props defensively as well. 3-point shooting, dunking. He can do a lot. Harden's going to dunk it. It's going to be 92-88, and we get a steal. Theo Maledon and to Harden to Embiid. So Harden he's starting to get accustomed, I think, to playing with Joel Embiid, and I think they're having a good run here. Harden's going to foul D'Angelo Russell. He's going to knock both down. And under the basket, there's going to be another foul. Eklund trying to keep his guys in this thing. 96-90. We got a minute left to go. He's only going to make one. Wingate with the rebound. Eklund to Russell. to Eklund to Russell to Wingate, and the other Wingate, the better Wingate, will score. We got 17 seconds left. Houston trying everything. Wisconsin trying to kill some clock, and TJ Giffey, second-year player out of Kansas, will score 98-93. And 3-ball for Saxton. Guys, still a game. 10 seconds. Who are they going to send to the line here? It looks like it'll be Lonzo. Knocks down one. And this one should just about do it. No, he's going to miss. Eklund hauls it in. We got 6 seconds left. Going to D'Angelo Russell. He shoots it with way too much time left on the clock. And Wisconsin will win 99-96. So not the start that Houston was looking for post deadline. They sold a lot. They gave up their first round draft pick. We know that those are pretty valuable. Gave up a lot of bench pieces. They had a lot. I mean, they're deep anyway. You see guys like Stevens and Bertans and Will Carr, Jalen Green. So they still have a very good bench. They could afford to give up some of those guys, but you know, it was really a position that they didn't entirely need at guard with Sexton and McCollum, but Russell is an upgrade over McCollum, and they're just looking to make that big push. All right, the Colliers and the Supernovas. This is a weird matchup here. I doubt we've ever seen this one before. The Colliers are shaking things up. They let go of Darius Garland, who's set to become a free agent. They're going to pick up Jackson Onawaku, second-year player out of St. Louis, drafted by Alaska. And they added Jonathan Isaac, who they feel like he can really use his range, his length, his defense, athleticism at the small forward spot. This is a team that they were playing Jeremy Grant, and they just felt like, you know, with Brogdon, Raheem Savage, and Terrence Davis and Mike Paxson, that they had a surplus of guards. So you see the new acquisitions getting some points there. Isaac and then Onawaku. Here's Cameron Ranger for 2. Speaking of the Supernovas, this is their new look team without D'Angelo Russell. Dylan Windler for 3 will miss. Adding Windler, he's set to be a free agent, but he could be a very big piece to this team as far as three-point shooting if they are able to re-sign him next year. And then they have Perry Jackson to build around alongside Maddox Denham, who can shoot 3 balls as well at shooting guard. This team that, especially, they also needed that first-round draft pick because they gave up their draft capital to Boston for last couple of years. I mean, they acquired Chris Paul in that trade, and they were building around Paul, John Collins, and Marcus Bryant, and Jared Culver. The fact that those guys are not really contributing right now, most of them, is Supernovas team that is completely in flux, but they're going to have to rebuild through the draft and through free agency in a big way. They're hanging tough in this game. I want to see what they can do. Perry Jackson getting blocked, of course, and Jonathan Isaac with the dunk. Perry Jackson's had a tough go of it. This is going to be his season number 4 in the XBA. And, oh my goodness, Paxson, what are you doing? What was Cruz doing with that foul? But good dunk by Paxson. Here's Cruz. He's trying to slip around his man there. He's going to knock that one down. Still in this game, Levert's going to kick it out to DJ Webb Jr. Another guy to keep an eye on from the XBA 2. We're probably going to see Theo Dawkins for the Supernovas at some point this year. He'll probably get the call up fairly soon. A little cup of tea, just see what he can do. I hope to have XBA 2 ready to go soon. I got to make some prospects so we have sizzle high risers, and that's all taken care of. But we'll have XBA 2 pretty soon. And that will be kind of an important video for a team like SoCal, who really, that's where their hope resides. It's going to be the young guys. It's 198. Marcus Bryant will score that one. Still a 9-point game, but Anthony Davis, your de facto MVP, will score and end this thing. I'm just going to go ahead and spoil this. I'm pretty sure Anthony Davis will be your MVP because with all the rebounds and with his defensive capability, he is leading the league in points per game. So that's all you need to know. I mean, this thing is a lock. You see him here tonight, 38 points and 14 rebounds, and Isaac had 12. It's a Supernovas team that wasn't really able to rebound much at all this year. They don't have too many big guys as far as depth goes. And they're supposed to guard a good team like Kentucky. It just was not meant to be today. We're going to have the City Slickers and the Dragons. And then after this, we are going to go into the All-Star Festivities. It's an interesting game here. California acquiring Anthony Simons, and New York had a busy trade deadline, getting DeAndre Jordan, Shamit, Luke Kennard, and Rodney Hood. So a team that had virtually no bench is now, I mean, they upgraded that in a big way. That could round out this team and finish this thing off. And Malik Jones is scoring. Good to see him there. He's going to knock a 3-ball down. California playing pretty well. Here's Joseph Jones, backup power forward. Nice steal by Eric Pascal, and Jaden Hunter gets a clear look to the lane here. It's going to be 32-30. And Malachi Hendricks going to score. He's got the fans pumped up. Kemba Walker hits CJ Thomas. He's going to knock that one down, 37-32. Siakam with a miss. And Precious Ashila going to get the rebound. Is he going to take this thing in all the way? He works his way around Claxton and scores. So it's 39-32. There's Marcus Anthony, the All-Star. First-time All-Star. Knocking a shot down. CJ Thomas. He wanted to be an All-Star this year. Didn't quite make it. He'll probably get it next year. 45-37. The Dragons are defending their home turf right now. Malik with 13. Thomas has 8 points. Dragons out-rebounding the City Slickers, and that was kind of the point of getting DeAndre Jordan, and the rebounds are not falling the way for New York. It's 32-18 right now in the rebound game, and Anthony Simons will score that one about midway through the third. 9-point lead. Malik Jones is going to have to look at it. He knew that was going in, and Simons going to score there. And there it's going to be Hassan Whiteside beating Claxton. So we got 10-point game. There's Luke Kennard for 2. Malachi, deep 2, will score. We're into the fourth. Still 10-point game. And Malik is going to get stripped by Malachi Hendricks. And he'll score. Double-digit lead. Jaden Hunter knocks it down to get it back to 10. 87-77 right now. DeAndre Jordan's going to hit Kennard. And he will score over Jaden Hunter. And he's having fun for the first time in a long time. Carolina, not very good this year. Luke Kennard, just, it's not fun to be a bench player on a bad team. Just not very fun. CJ Thomas, he's going in for the kill. Oh, we're going to call traveling. 48 seconds. Malik for 2. Should have made that one, I think. Gordon's going to corral it. Kemba is going to take it up. Dragons can kill some time. But Thomas is going to go to the line in a 7-point game, and it will end in a 7-point game. 97-90. The Dragons get the dub here at home. Good win for California. They're in the thick of the Western Conference race. And the Western Conference is very close. A lot of teams around that 500 mix, beating a very good team in New York. They were on fire heading into this one. Currently in the top 2, I believe, in the Eastern Conference as we head into the All-Star break. We're going to check out the Rising Stars games. You have sophomores, rookies, Walsh, Thomas, Giffey, Rimes, Porter, and Eklund. That is a sick team. Against the rookies, we have Daniel Rudd, Justice Bettis, Derek Machado, Rainford, Shakir Nader, and Calacious Nash. Rudd getting the start at point guard for the Rising Stars team as a second-round draft pick. Some of that might be a function of minutes, but, you know, Rudd is legitimately a very good rookie. I mean, he's putting up the numbers. He's making the minutes count. He's going to get pickpocketed here by Giffey. Throws it into Walsh. Walsh will get the scoring underway. Justice Bettis for 2. You guys can probably make out the bench there. McFly and Hargrove. I thought they should have been starters. I don't really understand that logic. Hiroshi Okada. You got Hobbs and Kari Lyons. For the sophomores, you get Pierre, Hendricks, Diamantakos, Lucas. And then Eitan Laterman is on the wrong team. I don't understand why he's playing for sophomores. I did switch it so that he is considered to be a rookie. But I'm not sure about that one. Laterman for 2 will score that one. Somebody fix that, please. He's on the wrong team. Marcel McFly getting in on the action, and he's going to miss. Giffey with the rebound. It's a 1-point game, so things are pretty tight here. Diamantakos going to miss. Giffey, rebound, foul against Hobbs. I do think the sophomores should run away with this thing. They got a much better team, but look at Nash putting the moves on an actual All-Star, Mondre Rimes Porter. So Rimes Porter will be playing in the All-Star game. And nice pass by Rudd into The inside there, Nader will score. Okada's going to test. Hendricks won't make it. Eklund pushes it down. Walsh for deep 2. Rhymes Porter trying to beat Hargrove. Oh, come on. And finally, Machado Rainford's just going to reach in and foul him. Hiroshi Okada as the half is ending. And we have a high-scoring ball game here. Not a lot of defense here. Nobody wants to injure themselves. It's going to be 69-65. Rhymes Porter leading the way with 10. Marcel McFly. Rhymes McFly. Kari Lyons gets the rebound. So it's still a pretty tight one here. 94-90. Not what I expected. And Hiroshi Okada is going to draw it within 1. Walsh. Diamantakos, the foul against McFly. Good bucket there by Diamantakos. 2-point game. Calvin Hobbs falling away. Hargrove, who should be in the starting lineup, will score. 97-97. Walsh. It's going to end the third with the sophomores ahead. We have a steal here in a 4-point game. Eklund's going to take it all the way and throw it down. 107-101. Machado Rainford missed. They needed him to play a little bit better in this one so far. He hasn't had too much of an impact. Hendricks going to throw it down. Bettis! Don't challenge Eklund like that. Bad move. And Hendricks. Again, Hendricks doesn't like the dunk. He's just kind of content with doing that thing. Kind of a signature move. So the sophomores really pulling away here late. Nash for 2. Got a minute 40. Let's see if they can keep it close. Nash is going to score. Making an 8-point game. Nash. Look at that. He's single-handedly getting the rookies back into this thing. It's going to be 124-117. Rudd is going to chuck it up. And Rhymes Porter will corral it. And the sophomores are going to win. That's a tough task because this sophomore class was one of the best draft classes in recent memory. NBA and XBA included. So that was always going to be a tough challenge for the rookies. They're going to try to put it on next year in this game as the sophomores. Hargrove led the way with 15, but Nash, I think, was the MVP with 14 and 10. Walsh had 13 assists. Had, 9 players in double digits? Not too bad. All right, the 3-point contest. Malachi Hendricks, Durant, DeAndre Hunter, Darius Garland, Cole Anthony, and Anthony Edwards. Kind of an interesting cast of guys. No Steph Curry this year. I was a little bit surprised. I mean, Cole Anthony would be my pick to win, going off the way he's been shooting, and you have to respect Kevin Durant as well. We're going to start with Malachi Hendricks, though. Let's see what he's got going on. That one's going to go in. So he starts off 4 and 5. Rack 2. Not much better. This is going to hurt his chances, I think. He makes the money ball, and he's going to the money ball rack. Got to make these ones count. 13. Stuck at 13. All right, he'll go to 16, entering the final rack. Got about 7 seconds left. He's nailing these, and Hendricks is going to finish with 21, so beat that. Kevin Durant. They hit the first and the second. Not the third. Gonna make the fourth. Gonna miss that money ball. So, pretty spotty performance so far. He's sitting at 9. Still sitting at 9. And still sitting at 9. So that was a bad rack right there. Going to rack number 5 for the Nashville Tempo Star. I don't know if Kevin Durant's going to re-sign. I mean, he's nearing the end of his career. You know, he's probably got, 4 or 5 years left, or he's going to hang it up. We'll see what he's got planned. He's, got one big contract left at his age. DeAndre Hunter for the Leopards. Kind of an interesting pick here. I mean, LA needs him to keep up the hot shooting. And we're seeing some of that here. Hasn't hit the money ball rack yet. And he's got 9. Bad one there, but he will make the shot. So he's heating up. He's got 3 in a row. He's going to miss those 2. 14 for DeAndre Hunter. So Hunter's also set to be a free agent. So kind of a moment of truth for the LA Leopards and basically for the league. Darius Garland, he might want to stay with Alaska, especially if they can re-sign Giannis. It's going to be a tough task to keep both of those guys. But he's going to start with the money ball rack. He gets 3 out of 5. Going to end up with 11 points entering rack number 4. Darius Garland needs to heat up here, I think, to get into that next round. Oh, man. Running a little bit low on time. He should be fine here with about 10 seconds for this final rack. Sitting at 15 points. Final shot. Will make it. 17 for Garland. Cole Anthony would be my pick to win this thing. He's got 25 points per game this year for the shooting guard. Carolina needs him back in a big way, I feel like, next year. He's just too good to let go. He knocks down every shot in rack number 1. And he's going to go money ball rack, still firing bullets here. He's going to miss, though, and going to get 2 out of 5. Gets 4 straight on rack 3. Looking at 17 points. He looks pretty comfortable here. As long as he makes a couple, he should be in round number 2. So I think Cole Anthony will be in the finals with 22 points. Anthony Edwards, 16 points per game for San Jose. Now, Anthony Edwards might be a guy that might want to head out. He's had a pretty solid career so far with San Jose. I don't think he's really become a superstar per se, I mean, but he is an 88 overall, so his trajectory feels fine to me. I think he's right on track of where he wants to be. He should get paid a handsome amount of money in this XBA offseason, whether he re-signs with San Jose or goes elsewhere. But he doesn't finish. Took a little bit too much time with 18, but he will edge out Garland. So he's going to open up round number 2 here. Not starting with the money ball rack here today, like he did last time. Maybe he picked up a thing or two. It's going to go to the rack number 2. Should be the money ball rack. It's kind of hard to tell. You got white, black, and red, and white, blue, and red. So at a distance, I couldn't really tell sometimes. But he's going to hit 4 out of 5 on the money balls. He's sitting at 14 right now. And again, he's just taking a little bit too much time with these shots, man. One more left to go, and he nails it for 16, but he left some basketballs on the rack. It's really not what he needed there. Malachi Hendricks, we'll see if the custom guy can take this 3-point championship. It'll be a big feather in the cap for our subs. And for Keneal Mason, especially. Big Hendricks guy. California Dragons. I mentioned I'm feeling pretty good about the Dragons right now. We'll see how they look in the standings. We're gonna, after the All-Star break, we're gonna simulate about 2.5 weeks. We're gonna get a better feel for what the standings are looking like and what the playoff chase is looking like. Now we are basically in the last week and a half of March after the end of this video. We'll have one episode that'll probably take us into April, and then we'll have that regular season finale, that final kick where we're, you know, we got like 12 games that are going to decide the playoffs in April. So Malachi had a pretty good showing, but he tied with Anthony Edwards. So it's going to be up to Cole Anthony to finish this thing off, and he's not hitting his money balls. He's going to get a couple there. He's going to knock down 3. About 15 seconds. He's got to hit 5 to win for a tie. He's going to miss the first. Knock down the second. He's missing some. And the money ball for the tie. Cole Anthony. Can you say drama? Look at this. We get 3-way tie entering the finals. So we're going to go to 30 seconds here. Anthony Edwards starting off really hot. Can't close it, though. So he's going to start with 4 points off that first rack. So it's going to be a tough guy to beat here if he can make a shot the rest of the way. I guess that's just a lot of averages, but Edwards just takes too much time. That's pretty evident right there. 5 points, and he'll miss that one. So Edwards, you need to speed it up a little bit for sure. Here's Malachi Hendricks, gonna knock down. He's got 2 right now. Gonna miss that money ball. That could be a big miss right there. Malachi needs to heat up, man. He's got about 12 seconds left. 3 points on the board. Can't get the roll there. Hits the money ball at least. Let's pick up the pace, dude. 3 seconds. get to the money ball. He can't get there on time, and Hendricks will finish with 6. So I think Anthony can beat that. We'll see. Might only take him 2 racks. We'll see how he does. Misses the first. He's gonna knock down second, third, fourth, and that money ball. So 5 points in 1 rack. He's got to hit 2 shots to win. He's got 15 seconds to make 1 shot. And I think he's going to get it. Yes, he will. This thing is over. Cole Anthony's going to win. He finished with 11. A little window dressing there. Cole Anthony gets the W. Malachi Hendricks in second. Anthony Edwards in 5th. No surprise here. I would say he's the odds-on favorite to win this one. We're going to have the slam dunk contest coming up, and I'm going to let Kevin Harlan and the guys take it away. They can do it a little bit more justice than me. Hendricks, Giffey, King, and LeCue.
All-Star action is on the menu tonight. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And this place is going crazy.
Man, we've got so many great players in the dunk contest this year. Every one of them is capable of something special.
Oh,
that was nice.
Dr.
That was
J,
nice.
huh?
Yeah, it's all one hand, though. It's the one-hand windmill. And he went left hand with it.
I see a little propeller action right there.
Second to the stage, looking to make an impression with his first dunk. Well, let's see what happens here. Oh, that was nice, too, now.
He went around his legs, front.
Under his legs, and the 360.
Yeah. Oh, he spun, though. He had a little half 360 in there.
But again,
so it was around the legs and 360.
So it'll be flash right here. Now our third contestant looking to move into first.
Not the best.
I can tell you didn't like it very much.
You know what? He did a nice little dipsy-do there. He threw it, got it, self-toss, retrieval, and then he had a little hitch here, a little double clutch, took it to the... Oh, that's nasty now that I look at it in slow-mo, because he took it to the side, and then he went over top. So that, that on first look, I see you still groaning and moaning.
Yeah, we've seen better.
we have, but that was creative.
That was okay,
yeah. It was okay, yeah.
Last but not least, coming up fourth, he's seen the rest. Now let's see his best.
And now he's getting ready to launch. And
I'm anxious to see what he comes up with here. Will he cover his eyes?
Yeah,
he covered his eyes.
He went to the human blindfold.
He covered his eyes.
Yeah, he went to the forearm blindfold.
Oh, my goodness.
And the 360 was actually about a 200 degree. Yeah. It wasn't a full 360. It was a little north of 180.
Oh, thank goodness you took geometry.
I give him about a 240 on that.
Oh, that's good stuff.
240 degrees.
That is good stuff. We've got a 3-way race here. Field still wide open after the first round.
Yeah, I don't think anybody separated themselves here so far. I mean, we'll see how it plays out.
And our first dunker back up again. All right, here he goes again now. All right, clean, easy.
Yeah.
I should say easy.
No, not easy. It's difficult. A little harder than you think because he went against his body there.
Yeah.
Bounced it, elevated, caught it, and then threw it down while spinning away.
Back to our second dunker. Let's see what he's got the second time around.
Oh!
Now see?
Oh!
Quicker than the eye.
Now that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, switch his hands.
Did he switch hands on that one?
Yes, he did. Look at
Started with the left, palmed it, cupped it. Yeah,
that is pretty good.
That was awesome.
You start putting that transfer from one hand to the other.
Oh, man, that's nasty.
All right,
there.
that's part one. Now you got to make that look with some flair.
Right.
Plenty of flair on that one.
Right.
The third dunker in the lineup. He's lining up for dunk number 2.
Ooh,
oh, that was
nasty.
sweet.
That was real nice. Threw it out in front of him, and then went and got it and went reverse on him.
Nice finesse dunk there.
And here we go with ABC. Last in the order. Once again, he's back in action.
And he bounces and jumps right over. Long jump, high jump, over 4 people.
That's good. You're jumping over 4 people. That's worth something.
Yeah, and you got a high jump and long jump here, Kevin.
Yeah,
that's the difficulty.
Yep.
A lot of ground to clear.
Got a very tight contest here. As top to bottom, it's still Clark anybody's game. We're back to the top of the lineup. Third and final dunk.
That's how you finish it off, Parker. That is how you finish off a throwdown right there.
Oh, young fella is bringing it home.
third go-around, second in the order. That is a good one. Now, this has something to it.
Yes, it does. It has some choreography to it.
Yes, good word.
Yeah,
good word.
choreography. He throws it, chases it, and then takes it in one hand all day long.
I agree.
So it'll be flashed right here. He's second to last, trying to keep that pressure on.
He took that one
great.
off. Nice.
Yeah,
He came straight away and then
great.
went 360 after he took it off his hand.
That was nice.
That was a nice pirouette. And the timing.
Oh, he made that look easy.
Yeah.
Oh, this was sweet. Real sweet. I've not seen that one, Kevin.
And here we go with ABC.
Cartwheel.
Wow.
Pick it off the ground. One hand throw down.
Good for him.
A cartwheel into a pickup.
Some ingenuity.
Into a one-hand windmill.
There we go. Thank you. And the moment has come to claim the trophy. The voting is in. And a well-deserved win for this year's dunk contest champion, the Great One.
And what a job he did to pull out the biggest, baddest, flashiest champ. He earned the title of dunk champion for sure.
All right, way to go, Mason. Repping the customs. I like it. Now, we're going to show the All-Star Game here. I'm not going to bore you with the details. It's the same people every year. Steph Curry, Kawhi, Harden, Towns, Embiid, Porzingis, James Harden, Ben Simmons, Zion Williamson, Jokic. Yeah, we've seen it before 5 years in a row. It's been pretty much the same guys. Although, I will say that we are starting to see a little bit of our guys bleeding into the All-Star rotation, which is pretty cool to see. Monty Rams Porter making his first All-Star game. And then you have Malik in his second, Marcus Anthony in his first, and then LaMelo Ball. Not our guy, but he is a new face to this All-Star lineup. So looks like Anthony Davis's team is running away with it, and Luka is going to knock down a three. So it's pretty much an MVP race right now between Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic. But both of those teams are currently out of the playoffs. So if you're looking for the best player on a playoff team, those guys might not be it. So right now it's Anthony Davis's team 62 to 52, and we're gonna get a bucket there. Double-digit lead still for Team Davis. Trae Young's gonna score, make it 79-65. Get another score there for the Anthony Davis squad. It'll be with Ben Simmons, Zion. He's having himself a pretty good game. 113-102. Anthony Davis will score. Going inside, it'll be Giannis with the bucket there. Steph Curry trying to save it. It'll be a backcourt violation. Don't hurt yourself, Steph. Come on now. Come on. It's the All-Star Game. They are playing for $1 million apiece. You guys remember that rule, right? The XBA gives them $1 million to the winning team. So, you know, they're playing a little bit of defense. They're doing what they can to play defense. Luka's team made it a little bit closer, but it'll be 119-113. We'll take a look at the box score. See how our guys did, Malik and Marcus Anthony. So, you know, pretty standard there. Durant leading the way with 29 points. LaMelo did okay. Malik had 10 points in this one for Team Anthony. Steph Curry was the top guy there. So, solid all around. All right, let's take a look at the standings here. This will be post All-Star break here. So we're looking at Chicago, New York, Toronto. Toronto is still playing pretty well. You got the Gatiques, Tampa Bay. Wisconsin's dropped a couple. The Neon are making a charge, though. 6 in a row. They've won 9 of their last 10. So the New York Neon making a good push. So maybe the trade was not the right move, and they made a good call. Miami Night Owls right behind them, half game behind New York. Washington's picking the pace up a little bit. They were kind of left for dead. Paladins are not playing very well. They've lost pace. Got plenty of time to recover. Only 10 games left, though, in the season. Paladins should have... well, Paladins have 13 games left, so they got to make this thing work. Detroit's slipping a little bit. They do have big injury to Machado Rainford to contend with. He's been really crucial to what they've been doing. So Detroit was slipping, so not good for Detroit. All right, taking a look at the Western Conference. Denver Summit and the Leopards, along with Phoenix. Phoenix has gotten really hot. They've won 5 straight. New Orleans starting to really get in their groove, should I say. A game and a half out of first. Alaska's 2.5 out of first. And the Dragons occupy the 6th seed right now, 4 games out of first place. Vancouver Vortex, 29-29. Gotta like that. Las Vegas at 28-29. They should get Jaylen Brown back fairly soon. Houston is picking it up a little bit, 28-30. The Arrows are 4-6 in their last 10. Not looking great. Cyclones, 28-31. Martians, 28-31. Stampede, 27-31. Cyborgs, Riptide, Tempo. And you got El Paso. El Paso and SoCal. Lowly SoCal at 19-40. And we have, let's just take a look at the playoff picture. You guys see the mix there. Paladins are basically 2.5 games out of 8th. They got 13 games left to play. The Jump have fewer left to play at 10. Although, I mean, I'm just looking at Miami, Washington. They're Kentucky, Detroit should also be able to put a run together. Atlanta is going to need a miracle, I feel like, for the defending champs to get in there. Definitely need some work. Need to get on a hot stretch there. I'd be willing to say probably 2 of those teams on your screen right there can sneak in, get a back end bid into the playoffs. And then looking at the Western Conference, Alaska, California, Vancouver, and Vegas, 5, 6, 7, 8. Houston a half game out of 8th. St. Louis is a half game out. San Diego, Seattle, 1 game behind the Jacks. Stampede, that record's not pretty, but they're only a game and a half out. And the Cyborgs, they were slipping a little bit. I can't count the Cyborgs and the Riptide out. They do have 13 games left to go. I would count Nashville out. I do think the Tempo are not going to make it. Got really bad injury for the Jacks. They're going to lose Robert Williams. EJ Sanders is out for the year. Nurkic, that is really bad for LA. He's going to hurt himself again with a torn hamstring. It'll be a 4 to 6 week injury. So if anything, I think Nurkic would probably come in at the end of the first round if LA gets that far. As, I mean, we're in mid-March, basically. We're in that 10 games or so left. Machado Rainford out 4 to 6 weeks. I think that's going to kill Detroit's chances. I don't like their chances. Smart and DiVincenzo also hurt for the Jacks. I mean, so the Jacks are really getting the brunt of the injury bug here. Blackman's going to be out. Rondé Russell. So Rondé Russell and Machado Rainford out for Detroit. I think that kills Zagarach. Not going to be playing for at least a week for the Riptide. Embiid's going to miss a few games. Gregory's out. You got Price, and we do have some day-to-day injuries down there as well. Let's take a look at the points standings here. You got Anthony Davis in the lead, like I mentioned, 27.8. Malik at 25.4. Durant's up there. Cole Anthony right now in 4th. John Morant's in 5th. Kemerly 6th. Shaman Hargrove 22.3. 6'10" power forward. I mean, he's scoring a lot. I got to give him some credit there. Tatum, Harden, Irving. Let's look what Harden's been doing the last few games. He put up a 40-burger against Tampa in a 1-point loss. So big game for Harden. He's consistently scoring in the 20s, it looks like. So he's having a fine season right there. Embiid also checking in 16th in points per game. Luka's 18th, but he's pretty well-rounded. And you got Jokic and St. Patrick up there. Marcus Anthony 23rd in the league. Russell seeing a little bit of an uptick there. Argata, 19 points a game. RJ Barrett's down there at 30th. Let's check out the rebounding leaders. No shocker there. Just basically wanted to see custom guy Marcus Bryant. Like I said before, when we do these stat reveals, I would like to see some of our custom guys start to creep up the leaderboard with the rebounding. I mean, as you see, there's only Marcus Bryant's the only guy that we have in that top echelon. Sabonis is 15th in rebounds per game. And the assists per game. Now, the assists. We're pretty good at assists right now, guys. James Tashi, Alejandro Sanchez, then LaMelo Ball, Ben Simmons, Chris Paul, 5th. So the veteran Chris Paul. Bruno Versace, 6th. Steph Curry, you're sharing the ball too much, man. I need you to shoot that basketball there. CJ Thomas is 10th. Let's check out the rookie report here. Hargrove is dominating the rookie stats right there at 22. McFly with 17. Preston Burnside has 16 a game. Justice Bettis, I feel like he could be a steal in this draft for the Cyclones. 15 points a game off the board there. Kari Lyons, 12.7. Lyons having a good season, 4 assists, picking up a couple rebounds there. Cameron Rangers also having a fine year. Rudd and Hemsworth equal in points per game. Rudd a couple more assists. Calvin Hobbs getting 10 and 7. Eitan Laterman with 9.7. Edwards George getting 9 points a game. Kendrick has 9 per game, and when he plays, he's playing time. He gets kicked out of the lineup a lot when the CPU starts to make their adjustments. OJ Cooper 7.8 with 3. Hiroshi Okada with 4 assists a game. Horace Hill 6.6. Andrew Donovan 6.6. Myron Bones at 6.6. 6.3. 3.6. Like I said, Ronan Laterman was listed as a rookie, so I don't understand that. Jin Hao, more of a defensive presence, 5.3 to go with 7.7 a game. AJ Creighton picking up 5 assists. Meissner, it's kind of tough for him. He's fighting for playing time. Karan Mapson has been called up from XBA 2, so he's getting minutes for the Fly Guys. And then you saw Andreas Taylor-Pierre near the bottom. So guys, let us know what you think about the trades. I'm sure a lot of people might not think the Bandits gave up enough, but that was the winning bid. They did give up a lot of draft capital, and you guys know that our XBA rookies tend to be a little bit better than real rookies, more impactful right away. So they did pretty much mortgage their future, what's left of the series, to rent James Harden for half a year. We'll see if it pans out. I'm interested to see if the Bandits or the Peppers end up winning that trade. And let us know what you think of the standings. If your team is on the bubble, let us know if you think that they can put a run together, because time is running out. All right, guys, if you like this thing, leave a like, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.